Welcome back to Mac Talks Football. It's match day 23 in the Liga. Just 12 match days are remaining for the league to finish, and at the moment it's looking like PSG are going to be champions. They have a 10-point advantage over the second place Marseille, and they are still undefeated, so it's looking likely that they are going to be champions. But after that, from second Marseille in second up until sixth in Lyon, all of those the next five teams, they are really fighting it out for those European places. Just 10 points separating all those six teams, and every weekend you know that these teams keep on changing position, so you don't really know which team is going to finish where. And then you come at the bottom of the table, like from Toulouse in 10th right up until 18th for Montpellier, and it's just 12 points between the bottom nine teams. All of them are in that relegation battle at the moment, and all of them are trying to get away from it. So it is still quite tight at the bottom of Liga. So let's go ahead and make our prediction for match day at 23 and see what's in store for us. The first game, it's Rennes versus Reims. It is 13th versus 14th. Now both of these teams are in this peculiar position where both of them are they are trying to get away from the teams below them. There are 23 points for Rennes and 22 points for Rams as well, so they're not that far off from the teams below them. So it's a very, very crucial game, very important game. Rams, unfortunately, they are winless in their last five games, 3 draws and 2 defeats. Last 2 games have been defeats for Rams. Rennes, on the other hand, they have 2 wins in the last 5 games. They lost last weekend. Before that, they were on a good run. They had won 2 weeks in a row, so that had sort of pushed them away from the relegation scrap. This game is very, very crucial, and I think it's going to be a very close game, but I just don't see a winner. I think it's going to be a goal draw. I'm going for a 1-all draw between Rennes and Reims. Moving on, it's a big game. It's Lille versus Monaco. It is 5th versus 4th, just 2 points separating both of these teams. They are fighting it out to get into those Champions League places. Monaco at the moment are holding on. They are 2 points above Lille, but it's Lille's home stadium as well. Both these teams have been quite inconsistent. Both of them have 3 wins, but both of them have 2 defeats as well. So you don't really know which type of performance these teams are going to give on match day. But you can expect, I think you can expect goals in this game. I think both of them are going to score goals, but I don't think we are going to get a winner in this game as well. I'm going for a 2-all draw between Lille and Monaco. Then it's Saint Etienne versus Angers. It is 16th versus 11th. It's like there's an 8-point difference between both of these teams. Saint Etienne, they have not won anything in their last 5 games, and they really need to get a win here. It is very, very important for them. But they're playing against an Angers side who are, as I said, 8 points away from Saint Etienne, and if they win this game, they can even get even far away from that relegation zone as well. They won twice in their last 5 games. They won last weekend as well, so they are looking in a quite a good form as well. And I think they are going to continue with this good form as well, and I think they are going to increase Saint Etienne's misery as well. I'm going for a very hard-fought, very close win for Angers. I'm going for a 1-0 win for Angers. Moving on, it is Auxerre versus Marseille. It is 12th versus 2nd. And now Auxerre, the last 1 month has been terrible for them. 3 defeats and 2 draws in their last 5 games as well. Before that, they were looking really good. They were winning games, and about 2 months ago, after the Christmas break, they were in the top 7 of Liga. There were chances of maybe them sneaking into European places as well, but that has gone away. And now there is a big fear maybe that they are going to get dragged in that relegation battle. They are playing against a Marseille side who are basically the only hope for the Liga to get the title away from PSG. It is really hard for them. They are 10 points behind, and this game again, I think it's going to be a very, very tough game for Marseille. They're going to in this game as favorites, but Auxerre at home, I think it's going to be a very tough game. But I think somehow, someway, I think Marseille are going to sneak it in the end. I'm going for a very hard-fought 2-1 win for Marseille. Up next, it's Nantes versus Lens. It is 15th versus 8th. Now Nantes are in a really very peculiar position. They're just 3 points above 16th place as Saint Etienne, and they know this game is very, very important. They've not been able to get wins under their belt. Not just 1 win in their last 5 games, and they are playing against a Lens side who are still with with an outside chance of maybe qualifying for the Europa League or the Conference League. They're just 3 points behind 6th place Lyon. So it is a big game for them, and they are going to really fancy their chances playing against a North side who are not doing that good. They themselves are they're quite inconsistent Lens, to be very honest with you, so you don't really know which Lens is going to turn up. I think it is going to be quite an entertaining game, and I just don't know why. I think Nantes might get a very surprise win here, and they are going to shock Lens here, and that is why I'm going for the surprise win here. I'm going for a very shock 1-0 win for Nantes. Then it's Nice versus Montpellier. It is 3rd versus 18th. Nice, they have been in a really good form. They want to catch Marseille, and they want to get away from the teams below them, because it is really tight at the moment for those Champions League places. They won 4 out of their last 5 games. They are in a really good form, playing against some Montpellier side who are in a dreadful situation, bottom of the table. The last 3 games have been defeats as well, and nothing is going for them as well. And I think it is gonna continue as well. If I'm being very honest with you, I just don't see any other result apart from a Nice win here, and I think it could turn out to be a thrashing as well. I'm going for a 3-0 win for Nice. Then it's Ligue versus Toulouse. It is 17th versus 10th. Now both of these teams are coming into this game with not a really good form. Toulouse have lost 3 out of their last 5 games. They are winless in their last 5 games as well. Playing against a Ligue side at home, who have won just once in their last 5 games. They lost last weekend. Both of them lost last weekend. So it is a game which can go either way. And Ligue are in a really tough situation. They are 10 points behind Toulouse going into this game, and they know this is one of those games with Toulouse in not a really good form. They can take advantage of that. Ligue have a really good team. I am really surprised that they are struggling at that much, because the way that they started the season, I expected them to finish a lot higher than what they are doing, and I would not be surprised again. I think I'm going to go with the underdog in this game, and I think Toulouse are going to suffer another defeat here. I'm going for a very entertaining game. I think it's going to be a very end-to-end stuff, if I'm being very honest with you. But I think in the end, the Ligue are going to shock Toulouse, and I'm going for a 2-1 win for Ligue. Then it's a Strasbourg versus a Brest. It is 7th versus a 9th. Both of these teams are are really fighting to get into those European places. Just 1 point separating both of them. Strasbourg on 33 points. Brest on 32 points. Strasbourg are in a really good form. 3 wins in their last 5 games as well. So they are the home side as well, and they're going to really fancy themselves as well. Brest on the other hand, they know that it's very important. They need to be in Europe next year, no matter what. And especially what happened to them recently. I think the way that they got thrashed by PSG midweek in the Champions League, I think that is going to be playing on their mind as well. I think it could turn out to be a very easy game for Strasbourg because of what has happened to Brest. I think mentally it is going to affect them quite a lot, and that is why I'm going with our Strasbourg win. I think it is going to be quite a hard fought win, but I think Strasbourg are going to take it in that. I'm going for a 3-1 win for Strasbourg. And the final game of this weekend is Lyon versus PSG. It is 6th versus 1st. Now it's a 20-point difference between Lyon and PSG. Lyon are really fighting it out with so many teams, to get into those Champions League places. It's a big game for them. PSG, on the other hand, they feel really confident. They think they are going to win the title, and nobody can really question them at the moment. But could Lyon be, the stumbling block for PSG? Could Lyon be the first team to defeat PSG this season? This game could, basically bring the make the title race alive yet again. It could really do that, but will it be possible? I think it could turn out to be a very close game. I expect PSG to drop points here. I just don't know. They are undefeated in their last so many games. They have won 4 out of their last 5 games as well, but as I said, I expect them to drop points here. I think Lyon are gonna make sure that they end up PSG, even though their confidence is on sky high at the moment with the way that they played midweek in the Champions League. But I think this game is gonna be a bit tough for them going away to Lyon. I'm expecting goals in this game, but I'm not expecting a winner. I'm going for a 2-all draw between Lyon and PSG. And with that, my predictions are for match day 23 in Ligue are complete. Let me know what you guys think of my predictions in the comment section below. Do you agree with them? Do you disagree with them? Do you think your team is going to have a great weekend, or do you think it's going to be another bad weekend for your team? Let me know in the comment section below. Like the video, share it as well. Click on the notification button, and of course subscribe to the channel. We are trying to get to 500 subscribers as quickly as possible. So please go ahead and subscribe and help the channel out. Until next time, bye bye.